Hello, thanks for joining me for another beer review then. Hopefully we've got something a little bit special here. So, this is a beer from the Low-Key Barrel Project. They're either out, I'm not sure, it says on Untapped Ashford in Kent. And then it's on the bottle, it says the Hop Shed Faversham. So, yes. Anyway, this is their Disco Demolition Derby. So it's an Imperial Stout. It's coming in at 10% ABV, and as you can see, it's brewed with coffee, cherry, chocolate, and Tonka beans. The artwork on this is pretty smart, to be honest with you. It really is fantastic bit of artwork there. The artwork is by Rebecca Dennis. I have to look up a bit more of her work. There's malted barley in this for the allergens, unfined and unfiltered, vegan friendly. So 10% ABV, 375ml bottle. There is a reference on the back here, and I'm not entirely sure. It's a quote from Robert Kirkman. So a bit of swearing going on here. The thing about smart motherfuckers is that sometimes they sound like crazy motherfuckers to stupid motherfuckers. So that's a quote from him. I think he's... so I've actually done a Google search. I didn't actually know this. He's a comic book writer, and he's best known for co-creating The Walking Dead. So, get off the screen. So anyway, let's crack this beer open then. I purchased this at Butilla's, which could be what the bit about Faversham is here, the Hop Shed Faversham. So, but the actual Nano Brewery is in Ashford. I think that's the right way round. If not, it is what it is. But they're definitely out of Kent. It's a brewery I've not had anything from before. I've got another 3 bottles from another series, very similar looking bottles. All Imperial stuff, barley wines, etc. So I really fancied. I've had a bit of a shit day, and I fancy something, it's good. So here we go. Go straight down the middle, 10%. Why not? That is coming out really thick and gloopy. It's been out of the fridge about an hour to get it to kind of near room temperature. It's maybe slightly chilled still, but yeah. That's all in there nicely. I don't know if there's any sediment or anything. I'll have a look in a second. Even the droplets that are coming out, it's absolutely on another level darkness there. There is a little bit of sediment in there, but yeah. Beer in the glass then. Jet black. Didn't really pour much of a head, even though it's an aggressive pour. Straight down the middle. First beer of the day. It's actually cleared up now. The actual head in the middle of the top of the beer is gone. It's just sticking around the edges. So let's give it a little bit of a swirl and see if we can get any more. Look at that. Look at the colour of that. Real roasty, almost like burnt brown sugar kind of looking head on that one. Aroma then on this beast. It's full on Tonka beans. I mean, I haven't had Tonka bean beer for quite a long time, and that's certainly straight off the bat. It's the key role, I'd say. It's extremely Tonka bean forward. Can I get past that to anything else? It's very roasty. There is a slight kind of burnt brown sugar, like a I don't know, like a cream brulee burnt sugar. You get the old little gas bottles and you really properly burn them. It's a bit of that going on. Definitely brown sugar. Not getting a whole bunch of cherry, which to some people could be a good thing. There's a bit of booze. Not a whole bunch of coffee I'm getting at the moment, but hopefully, I mean the beer is it's cool, but it's not cold, you know. So hopefully that's going to come out in the taste a little bit. It's massive Tonka brown sugar, touch of booze. So hopefully we get some chocolate and some coffee and maybe some cherry in the taste. So cheers then. Quite so smooth. Wow. There's cherry on the taste. It's weird. The Tonka bean is massive on the nose, but it wasn't the first flavour I got on a taste. Interesting. That's smooth. There's a bit of alcohol burn at the pit of the stomach, just hitting now. Very kind of body wise, it's I'd say that this is like a full bodied stout. It's not thin. Or did I say it's not, to my palate, it's not thin. Yeah, cherry. Big cherry. Almost like a cherry liqueur. Or chocolate. You know the sweets you get, the little alcohol sweets with cherry. That kind of deal. There's a bit of that in there. Very smooth. Decadent. Definitely liqueur-esque. Now I've had a few sips, that's smoothing out a little bit. It's not so much forward on the cherry. There's a little bit of chocolate coming into play. Almost like a creamy milk chocolate. This is a wonderful sipping beer. Just what I needed. Ooh. Yeah, it's not. You're not getting much alcohol on the taste. On the aroma, there's a touch, and then there's the only hint of that is in the kind of sort of at the lower part of the rib cage. You know, that in the centre part there. That's the only kind of hint I'm getting of an alcohol. It's not even a burn. It's just a sensation. It's not burning alcohol. It's only 10%, but you know. This is a wonderful dessert beer. I mean, it's classed as an Imperial Stout double coffee stout, according to Untapped, or whatever that double coffee is. Would they class this as a pastry stout? Dessert, pastry, I don't know. What's the difference there? You could have this as a dessert, I'd say, instead of chocolate cake. This would be amazing with chocolate cake. You could have both if you really want to pick out. But this on it, if you had no dessert and you had this, good substitute for it really. To finish off your evening really nicely. And again, this doesn't detract that I'm drinking this in July of 2021. Would I enjoy it more in the winter? I would enjoy it any time of year. This is a lovely beer. It's the first beer I've had from them. I've got another 3 bottles from another series that they've done. I will be reviewing them throughout this year, but not you know, all together. But you know what? I really fancied this tonight. It's got some lovely alcohol legs just sticking to the glass. I keep going to the wrong side because I'm using my phone. Great conditioning. Look at that. Wonderful stuff. Any other flavours before I clear off here? There's no kind of, it doesn't come across, there's any bitterness at all. It's very rounded on the palate, and I mean, there's definitely a sweet edge to it. It doesn't say anything about lactose in this or anything like that. I guess with cherry and chocolate, there could well be lactose in this, but it doesn't state it on the bottle anywhere on Untapped or on the bottle. So, but I'm sure someone might know a little bit more info about the beer. But either way, a fantastic beer and a great looking label, of course. I have to say that is a very. I guess I don't know if this is a scene from The Walking Dead or not. You know, together with that there, if you want to pause and see what it says, which I've already said. Is that going to focus? There we go. Seems to be out of focus. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, I don't know if this beer's still around or not. You'd have to do a little Google search with the name of the beer. So, Disco Demolition Derby. From Low Key Barrel Project, and they're out of Ashford in Kent. So do a little search, see if you can find it. I did see it a few weeks ago, it's still around, but it's normally around £9.50 to £10 for this bottle. That's lovely. Not crazy amounts of cherry, but there's definitely enough there. So if you're not a cherry fan, you'd probably want this to get in the sea. So that being said, I think my good friend Greg over at Borman's Beer Reviews has reviewed this one. I know he's reviewed a few from Low Key Barrel Project. If I remember, I will put the link for that review down below. I think he's had this, I'm not 100%. But he's definitely done a few reviews from these guys. And if I forget to put it down below, then do a little YouTube search. Borman's Beer Review, so is the name of it. Just go through his stuff, you'll find it. That being said, a great beer. And I knew there would be, to be honest with you. I've heard some great things about this brewery. Massive Tonka on the aroma, but not on so much on the flavour. It's there. The cherry kind of took over more predominantly of the flavour. So it's really interesting to see how beers work. This is coming up to room temperature now. I'm going to clear off and enjoy this. Thank you for watching. You all take care, keep safe, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.